Skinner and Demoulas in Richfield Springs and Turnbull Insurance Service since 1866 present Mohawk Valley Living, exploring the arts, culture, and heritage of our region. A special good morning to Emma and Caden, spending Easter with Grandma and Grandpa in Deerfield.
Good morning and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living. Happy Easter. This morning we are continuing with our Springs series. We are going to Sharon Springs. Here many springs come together, iron, magnesium, sulfur. It has a history of rejuvenation, so come along with us and get rejuvenated.
Sign up now for the Ganajohalege Traditional Hand Drum Making Workshop on Saturday, May 4th. The $100 tuition covers 2 meals, traditional teaching, material, and instructional costs. Sign up no later than April 26th for this Ganajohalege fundraising event. It's time for the Skinner and Demoulas road trip. Spring has arrived at Skinner and Demoulas with bright new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, and Rams popping up everywhere. Check out their new inventory in Richfield Springs. This week, we continue our celebration of spring and head east on Route 20 to Sharon Springs. It's a beautiful drive lined with fleeting snowbanks, struggling to survive the warm spring sun. Sharon Springs has a fascinating history as a once well-known spa resort. We'll learn much more about that later, but first we thought we'd say our hellos. We stop at the historic 189 Main Street, once a shoemaker's shop, now home to the eclectic gift shop Cobbler & Company. We find Maureen busy spring cleaning. Her shop is a favorite destination for tourists, with 12 rooms filled with local handmade items as well as whimsical and practical gifts for home and garden. Maureen walks us down Main Street to the 100-year-old Kalibiet Spring Temple that is undergoing a transformation.
Behind me is the historic Kalibiet Park. It is being restored here in Sharon Springs. Be sure to come here this summer because they are going to be having festivals and art shows and just the kind of things that draw people to this community. Next to Kalibiet Park is the village building, and there are plans in the works right now for there to be a mural on that. It will be painted by local artists Peter and Marguerite, and they're going to be starting on it this summer. Be sure to come down here.
To learn more about the mural project, we head back up Main Street to Route 20 and Chartwell Studios. These are the studios of sculptor Peter Cozzolino and decorative finish artist Marguerite McFarlane, who are working together on the mural.
Currently, it's a project for Sharon Springs for their downtown area, their village garage, which is still an active building, but it was kind of an eyesore with all the development, all the shops and things that were happening downtown, and their programs as Spring Fest and Fall Fest, etc. And here was the blank side of this building needing doctoring. So they called in the specialist. No, I'm only kidding. And we wrote up a grant. Marguerite and Margie wrote up a grant, and we got the grant. So this whole garage front facing the road will now have an expression to welcome all visitors. Welcome to Sharon Springs.
To learn about Peter and Marguerite, call or visit Chartwell Studios, 518-284-2656. You can see Peter Cozzolino's sculpture work, commissions, and biography at cozzolinosculptor.com.
But my troubles got me to this mess. Now I'm evil, so they say in my school to be kind and assert and protect. Just trying to find my way back home. Just trying to find my way back.
We head from an art studio to a dance studio at the other end of Main Street. Studio North offers classes for all ages, from ballet, point, and jazz to Irish step, belly dance, and today's class in acrobatics, taught by trained dance instructors.
Well, we start as soon as they can walk. It's called our parent-taught class, and they come in as toddlers. They work with mom or dad or grandparents, whoever will bring them to class. And we go right up through our seniors. We do have classes with people in their 80s dancing as well. I opened this studio in 1996 at the present location, and we offer not just acrobatics, but ballet, jazz, modern, tap. I started dancing as a child and always loved it, and went on to pursue a career in dance, and received my master's in dance, and wanted to always teach and share the love of dance with others. Actually, it's a wonderful thing for, even if they don't ever do anything with it, it's a good confidence builder. It's wonderful for their posture, keeps them in shape, keeps them moving, and it's fun.
For all the sons of immigrants, the sons of the native land, there are sons yet to be born to carry on the work we've just begun. Well, good times may come.
Coming up, historian Nancy Pfau gives us a glimpse into Sharon Springs' fascinating past.
Look around, it lets me know I'm home. I'm making this valley my home.
Watch Mohawk Valley Living on Fox WFXV every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. and 11 o'clock p.m., followed by an encore. And now also available on WUTR every Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m.
I'm making this valley my home.
Here's what's hot on the lot at Skinner and Demoulas. Drive the exciting new Dodge Dart for only $149 a month with a new 24-month lease. $29.99 cash or trade due at signing. Drive away in this exciting new technologically advanced compact sedan at Skinner and Demoulas in Richfield Springs. No matter what your ride, Turnbull has you covered. Call Turnbull Insurance Service for your Harley or Honda, touring or sport, scooter or ATV insurance. Call 735-9201 and talk to a member of the Turnbull family ready to go the extra mile for you. Call Turnbull Insurance Service, 735-9201.
There are two kinds of people I divide population into, those that have a log home and those that want one. People come to us and with their dreams on paper, maybe it came out of a magazine, look at each customer as a unique individual and build the house that they wanted.
Experience Symphoria when they return to Hamilton College Friday, April 5th. This dynamic group of talented musicians, formerly known as Syracuse Symphony, will perform masterworks by Ravel, Korsakov, and Nielsen. Get your tickets for Symphoria at the Wellenhall Schambach Center for Music and Performing Arts at Hamilton College. Spring style begins at the Village Crossing. Discover unique women's attire, jewelry, handbags, and accessories designed to delight. The Village Crossing on the Village Green in Clinton. Celebrate the first sign of spring during Sugaring Off Sundays. See sugaring demonstrations, have a taste of jack wax, enjoy children's activities and the Empire State Carousel. A full pancake breakfast is served from 8:30 to 1 every Sunday in March during Sugaring Off Sundays at the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown. Shop the Little Falls Antique Center and the Shops at 25 West with over 40 local vendors. Visit Wisteria Lane, featuring eco-friendly farmhouse laundry soap. Check out the fashion-forward, recycled vintage clothing at We Wear Vintage. Stock up on the season's jams and jellies at Homespun Memories and explore the ever-changing antiques at the new vendors upstairs. Shop local at the Little Falls Antique Center and the Shops at 25 West at Canal Place in Little Falls.
I've seen life from out of the bars in front of dozens more. Through those times I never felt the struggle between love and war.
Special thanks to Turnbull Insurance Service and Mark and Jim Turnbull. Their continued support makes the show possible.
But I'll do anything for you. Yes, I do anything for you. If you ask me to swim.
What better place to learn about the glorious spa days of Sharon Springs than at the beautiful Springhouse Spa? Founder Cheryl Rosen has brought the spa experience back to Sharon Springs. This luxurious spa combines modern therapeutic treatments with Sharon Springs' old world charm. She has included a gallery showcasing images from Sharon Springs' past. Here we meet Nancy Pfau, a Sharon Springs native and local historian.
Way back, before Europeans came here, this was a very sacred spot. Native American tribes, none of them actually had villages here because it was considered a spot where everyone should come for their health. I mean, they really believed, and they were proud of the fact that those tribes that lived in this area had nicer skin because they would use these wonderful waters and, brag about it. And then Europeans started settling here in the 18th century. But the original Europeans who settled here were the Palatine Germans and the Dutch. And they came as farmers. They really didn't appreciate that it was a spa until the 1830s, when David Eldridge realized the beneficiality of the waters. And of course the Germans, I'm surprised that it took them that long, because in Germany we still have these wonderful spas. And he started the first boarding house, moved it down by the springs. Very soon it became renowned. And certainly in the 1850s, 60s, and 70s, this was the spot to come to. The Vanderbilts, the Macy's, the Roosevelts, they came on the spa trail and they spent weeks here with all their trunks and the clothes. And I try to imagine what it must have looked like here with these people dressed to the nines, marching down as their healthy walks. Then in the 1870s, Saratoga started to eclipse Sharon Springs. But at the same time, Saratoga announced that no Jews would be allowed to stay in any of the hotels in the entire town of Saratoga. And this was true with a lot of other places in New York and probably elsewhere. And by default, because Jewish people, wealthy Jewish people had already been coming, the Macy's, for example, were Jewish, the Strausses were Jewish, and they had been coming here, we became a Jewish resort. So in the 20th century, we were a Jewish destination. A lot of Jews from New York City and elsewhere would come here. Now, they weren't the only clientele. We also had a lot of Italian families would come, and because they also believed in the benefits of the baths. Then after World War II, all of the spas were kind of suffering from the Depression and et cetera. And after World War II, the survivors of the Holocaust demanded reparations from Germany, and Germany agreed to finance their vacation at a health spa, because again, in Germany it was considered important to your health to go to a sulfur spa. And it depended, the duration of your treatment depended on how badly you had been treated in the camps. So, and the lead rabbi in New York City said, and the Germany said they would only choose one spa in all of the United States. And the lead rabbi in New York said, if that's true, then it'll be Sharon Springs. And so that actually, in some ways, saved us. So for a long time, we had the Holocaust victims. I remember working in the baths and seeing the numbers tattooed on the arms. It was a powerful moment for me growing up to know about that. But because we had always been accustomed to difference here, accepting perhaps more of difference, that today now we are becoming known as a place for people who are gay, have found a refuge here. There are a lot of gay families. I think that's that's the kind of the new thing. And with that, a lot of artists have moved in. You've met many of them. I know you've focused on a lot of them. So we've become a destination for other reasons.
Music in the valley. There was music in the air. There was music all around me. There was music everywhere.
No matter what your ride, Turnbull has you covered. Call Turnbull Insurance Service for your Harley or Honda, touring or sport, scooter or ATV insurance. Call 735-9201 and talk to a member of the Turnbull family ready to go the extra mile for you. Call Turnbull Insurance Service, 735-9201.
Hi, Dr. Tom. Bringing your cat to the Paris Hill Cat Hospital on Sundays is a part of Mohawk Valley living. Come inside and see why.
Paris Hill Cat Hospital, this is Lindsay. How can I help you? Hello, Mrs. Cole. Your cat is losing weight and you need an appointment? And you're only available on weekends. Sure, I have an available appointment with Dr. Karen Sunday at 2 p.m. Does that fit into your schedule? Okay.
We're open 7 days a week because we know that your cat can become ill anytime. The Paris Hill Cat Hospital, quality care for your cats and kittens.
You keep saying you're going to do something about your back and joint pain. Call Dr. Michael Tucherone, one of the area's only K-laser therapy chiropractors, the most advanced non-invasive treatment of acute and chronic pain. Call 853-6225 and embark on your wellness journey today. Oscar's Picture Framing offers hand-finished molding and restoration of antique frames, restoring history for the past 42 years. Oscar's Picture Framing, 12 Kellogg Road, New Hartford. Shop Shelter for one-of-a-kind handmade gifts unlike anything you'll find elsewhere. Jewelry of sterling silver with inlaid stones and fossils. Adirondack frames, mirrors, and rustic furniture. And custom furniture designed by Jim Kiefer. Shelter, Main Street Old Forge. Escape the cold winter days in the tropics at the Pop Butterfly Conservatory. Your winter doldrums will be swept away by free-flying tropical birds, butterflies, plants, and frogs. An unforgettable adventure for all ages. Open all winter long, Thursday through Sunday, noon to 4, on Route 7 in Oneonta. Meelan's Meat Market has your Easter specialties like store-made hams and kielbasa, leg of lamb and roasts, featuring low-salt, low-fat smoked ham and kielbasa. Try their famous crown roast of pork or prime rib. Meelan's Meat Market, your one-stop shop at the Four Corners in Clark Mills. Shop Tom's Natural Foods and feel good with over 150 herbs and spices and a full line of dietary supplements. Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton, naturally.
Growing young, virgin tongue, all your songs yet unsung. On a knees with the bees, let's go climb.
Just a minute from downtown Sharon Springs, high above in an old Italian boarding house, is the home and business of former New York City artists Mike and Lisa Schuster. Their converted front porch is now a processing plant for their popular Mumu Muesli natural cereal. How did artists become cereal producers? They think it might have something to do with the rejuvenating spirit of Sharon Springs.
We were living in the city, and we were painters trying to make it as artists, and we adopted a dog and realized, let's see if this dog can have some clean fields to roam around in. And then next thing you know, we saw an ad for 100 acres for $99,000. We'd never been north of the George Washington Bridge. We thought that day we would try it. 5 days later, we passed haphazardly or circumstantially, whatever, through Sharon Springs. Our hair rose on our arms, and we were like, we're going to buy a place here. And we did within 4 days of seeing that ad. Lisa always being very, very, careful of what we eat, eating good food, and we decided not to have toasted cereals like granolas, which are over-sugared and over-processed. We decided to try mueslis. Mueslis on the shelf are just god-awful, really low-grade ingredients, so we made our own for about 6 or 7 months, and we were going to buy a solar hot water heater, and we decided, should we put $7 grand into a hot water heater? And then we realized it's only 6 months of the year you'll get use out of it, so let's invest it in muesli. And
Who needs hot water?
Well, you need hot water, but using the sun and 7,000, we thought it's a better investment to try. Even though everyone says don't do it, don't invest in a cereal company, you're nuts. It's better to do government bonds. But we went ahead, and Lisa created the ingredients and the combination, and it's just been forward since.
We wanted all the most delicious things. So we want to use dates and coconut, organically grown, cranberries. Usually when you get cranberries in the market or in any other cereals, it's always sweetened with sugar. Ours is sweetened with apple juice. I love roasted almonds, and they're so good for you. We have flaxseed, organic raisins, just everything delicious that we could put in it, we did it. And then we just sort of tried different combinations of things, and this one worked out beautifully. So beautifully, we only have one flavor because we think it's that good. Oh, it's exciting because people don't even realize that they can be eating such great food that tastes so delicious. So I mean, that's the best part of all. When we give out our samples at different stores, at the farmers markets, and you see their face totally change when they taste it, because they look at it and they think, oh, this looks like horse food or something, and they taste it and say, this is delicious. And it really changes their life. A lot of people really are appreciative that we've made something that can change their life.
Mumu Muesli has award-winning taste, including one of the 5 most scrumptious cereals in the country by Vegetarian Times. It is available throughout the Northeast at local health food stores, like Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton. Just look for the cow in the Mumu dress. Just a half-mile east of Route 10 on Route 20 is Turnpike Hobbies. Here you'll find items for all your hobby needs. RC cars, trucks, planes, helicopters, trains, slot cars, and plastic molds. And as soon as the ground firms up, there's an outdoor dirt oval track for racing your RC. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
Well, it's not my fault if the fields are muddy and the red clay stains my feet. But when I pass through the pearly gates, my gown be gold instead. Or just red clay robes and red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head.
We head back down into the village and stop into the Beekman 1802 Mercantile. The shop is filled with artisanal goods handcrafted in and near Sharon Springs. We're greeted by shop co-owner Dr. Brent Ridge. He and his partner Josh Kilmer Purcell have branded the Sharon Springs farmstead lifestyle with home, garden, beauty, and gourmet food products. The couple became well known for their fabulous Beekman Boys television show and for winning the Amazing Race reality show a few months ago. They used the prize money to pay off their farm mortgage and are giving back with their latest product, Mortgage Lifter Heirloom Tomato Sauce. 25% of profits goes to help other small farms pay off their mortgages. There's no lunch break for Brent today. He has jars of sauce to pack for eager customers. We head across the street to the Black Cat Cafe. It's hard to believe that it was over 7 years ago when we first discovered this place. It's good to be back, and Tony welcomes us with open arms. They're still serving up their fresh soups, salads, and sandwiches. During the long winter months in Sharon Springs, Tony welcomes the locals to the Black Cat Cafe Dinner Club in the recently renovated upstairs.
Well, it's our 8th year, and what's amazing is you were here our first year, so it's so nice to see you back. The cafe has grown. When you first came here, we seated about 25 people. Now we seat about 30 here, 30 outside. We're putting more tables in the front, and we have an upstairs you're going to see in a couple of minutes.
And what's the upstairs for besides seating?
Well, it's seating, and we also do events, and we also do something called a dinner club. Well, what came out of the dinner club was we realized that we were doing something that had been done before, which were these supper clubs. And so I decided to do some research, and I wrote the story of what had originally happened and how what we were doing was quite similar. We have a bunch of people who get together on Saturday nights in the winter because there's nothing to do in upstate New York, as you all know, with the snow. And we cook some wonderful food together. I tell them about it, and basically I cook whatever the heck I feel like. And all these people are my friends, and we sort of cook together and eat together. And so I wrote the story, and people kept saying, well, you know, it's not like a cooking class. Where are the recipes? So I put them in the book, and that led to our latest cookbook called Black Cat Cafe's Dinner Club Cookbook. Well, there's one thing I want to tell you about the Black Cat, and we really believe in the best quality food. When my ex-wife Vanessa and I started this place 8 years ago, the idea was the best quality, the best ingredient, the freshest stuff, and we have no deep fried foods. I think we're the only restaurant that I know that has no French fries. Now, people get really upset, but we'll make them really good hash browns. The idea is good nutrition can be delicious. And we have all sorts of really healthy vegan stuff. We have gluten-free stuff, but we don't do it just so that it's vegan. We do it so it's yummy.
Thanksgiving may be long gone, but here it is Thanksgiving every day because they have their Thanksgiving sandwich with the fresh turkey and the cranberries. It's here all the time, so you can enjoy Thanksgiving all the time. Tony also served me some mac and black, and the cheese is right from down the street here, right? At the Beekman farm. And I'm telling you, again, it's worth the drive all the way down here just for that. And of course, you can't forget that the Black Cat is famous throughout the Mohawk Valley for its desserts. As a matter of fact, if you get a shot of it, I think I put on 2 or 3 pounds just today.
The Black Cat Cafe is now open 7 days a week, including Easter Sunday. It is open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 3, and weekends 8 to 3. You can also shop online at blackcat-ny.com.
What we can see, traveling round the Mohawk Valley.
Here's what's hot on the lot at Skinner and Demoulas. Drive the exciting new Dodge Dart for only $149 a month with a new 24-month lease. $29.99 cash or trade due at signing. Drive away in this exciting new technologically advanced compact sedan at Skinner and Demoulas in Richfield Springs. Tour the exhibits at the Oneida Community Mansion House. On display, the beautiful braidings of Jessie Catherine Kinsley and the exhibit Wartime at Oneida Limited. And visit the new museum store, open daily year-round on Kenwood Avenue in Oneida. Call Yannick Excavating for all your residential and commercial projects, from new construction and land clearing to septic systems, driveways, basements, ponds, and topsoil. Visit yannickexcavating.com. Savor homemade soups, sandwiches, quiches, and salads at the dessert booth in Clinton. And check out their fresh new look. Serving lunch Tuesday through Saturday and dinner Friday nights. See their menu on Facebook and save room for dessert. The Artisan's Corner in Clinton features art from the heart of Central New York. Handcrafted, one-of-a-kind, affordable artwork and gifts. Think spring and check out the Easter cards, clothing, candy, and jewelry at the Artisan's Corner, open every day in Clinton. Allie Lynn's Home and Accessories for distinctive gifts. For spring color. For the bride. For the wine. Allie Lynn's Home and Accessories, West Park Row in Clinton. Expecting the guys for football? Don't fret. Just call Deansboro Superette. They've got delicious Middle Eastern platters and their famous 4-foot Mega Monster sub. Call 841-4377. If you're in a collision, you need precision. Call your insurance company first and then choose Precision Unlimited, providing expert auto body collision repair since 1987 on Route 5 in Clinton. Give your tongue a twist at the Black Cat Cafe. Great coffee, fabulous baked goods, and delicious breakfast, lunches, and afternoon teas. The cat's got your tongue. The Black Cat Cafe in Sharon Springs. Got a grandchild? Then you gotta get to Cobbler & Company. Their children's area is expanding, including new huggable Sesame Street characters by Gund. And it's your source for Melissa and Doug, from puzzles to puppets, magnets, music, and more. Cobbler & Company in Sharon Springs.
I can't stand it when you're not around. I don't know quite what to do with myself. So if you have to leave me to...
We hope that you enjoyed today's show. One thing is for sure, you can't come to Sharon Springs too often. As a matter of fact, we're coming back again next week, so be sure to join us. And between now and then, enjoy Mohawk Valley living.
Honey, I got to know you. Ain't got no money, but I got plenty to show you. Honey, honey, meet me on the river road. Chichi Raposo got a head like a bean. He steers a T-bird like you never seen. Picks up the young